Good morning, friends of SRI. Well, the long-anticipated cooling measures are finally here. And for the first time too, on a Wednesday night rather than your typical Friday evening. Many of our SRI salespersons, they have been receiving inquiries throughout the night to get further clarifications on the latest measures. Okay, a quick summary for all. This can be categorized broadly into three segments: your ABSD, TDSR, and loan-to-value (LTV). We now see ABSD being increased across the board. As always, critically for your first-time citizens and PR homeowners, you'll not be impacted. But for Singaporeans buying your second home, you'll pay an additional 17% stamp duties, up from the previous 12%. If you are investing in your third home, it will be up to 25%, which from the original 15%. For PRs buying your second home, you will actually have to pay an additional 25%, which is up from the original 15%, and 30% for all your subsequent properties. So the largest impacted group would be your foreign ownership of properties, where this ABSD was raised significantly from 20% to 30%. As for purchases under companies, stamp duties have now been revised from 25% to 35%. So on the TDSR front, okay, borrowers can now only use 55% of their monthly income for the loan repayments, which is actually down from the original 60%. We dissected the impact of this home ownership perspective, and due to the reduced TDSR, buyers will now need to be more prudent in choosing your home. We did a calculation, and based on a $1 million loan on a 30-year tenure, so previously you will need an income of $7,485 to take that $1 million loan. Today, your income needs to be $8,166, so it's actually an addition of $681 of your income per month to get the same loan. An interesting fact to share is that the growth of an average income of families have already cushioned this measure or this impact. For our HDB friends, the LTV has actually, the loan to value has been reduced from 90 to 85%. So this largely impacts a group of buyers who intended to take the loan from HDB, which will now be required to fork out extra 5% more cash or CPF to fund the purchase. So those who originally intended to take the bank loans from banks would still be entitled to the existing 75% financing. We are going to see private residential new launch supplies, we can see decreasing over the months, and these measures will encourage developers to be more cautious in their bidding, as their risk has increased 10% overnight if they don't sell within the 5-year span. So this, we may possibly see demand outweighing supply in the short term, as many developers will adopt a wait-and-see position. As for your high-end luxury market, which are largely fueled by foreigners, we may see some dismay, but given our past experiences on previous cooling measures, we will see a little bit of relief as some of these buyers temporarily hold off the purchase to further understand the situation. But given the attractiveness of property ownership in Singapore, I'm sure that this demand for these homes will come back shortly after. Similarly, this morning you may have seen share prices of property developers, agencies, related businesses trade lower on a typical knee-jerk reaction. Okay, but these prices over the last 2 hours, we've seen the prices recover for some of the counters as well. Transaction volume, we will probably see a decline of 25–30%, which is similar to when the previous cooling measures were announced. So en-bloc momentum probably will be affected, as well as the originally intended bullish prices may not be achievable. It may face objections from potential bidders. So in essence, we really feel that these measures generally dampen sentiments in the short term. But given the liquidity in the market and the core fundamentals of our economy and property market, the long-term prospects over the next 1 to 2 quarters still remain positive and bullish. In closing, I really hope that this summary has helped you understand the measures in detail, so you can reach out to any of your preferred SRI salesperson for detailed analysis of your portfolio and position. As my shirt says today, sunny days ahead. Thank you.